Hi, we're Rosie and Charlie, and since November 2023, we've been living and working in Australia. So far, we've visited places like Sydney, Melbourne and Adelaide, as well as a handful of things in between. We're currently on our 11-week road trip travelling through Queensland and the Northern Territory all the way to South Australia. And after 8 weeks on the road, we make it to the Red Centre. Morning, everyone. Or at least... Hello, everyone. It is a couple of days since we last picked up the camera. So last time you saw us, we were in Kakadu National Park. We're now in Alice Springs. We spent a day at Elsie National Park, which is known for its hot springs or thermal spa pools. That was really, really nice. Super busy. And while we're here, we went for a quick stroll by the water. And then the last 2 days we've spent driving from Elsie. We then went to Tennant Creek and then Tennant Creek to then Alice Springs yesterday. We did stop off for one thing yesterday.
The same reasons have been used for other terror attacks that have been carried.
It's called Devil Marbles, where they're just like humongous boulders that are just like balancing on top of each other. There's something to do with science and all that kind of stuff. Very, very interesting. Today the plan is to actually explore some of West MacDonnell National Park, which is the main reason most people come here. There is a big, massive trail that you can do. We're obviously not going to do that. We're just doing bits and bobs. Today we're doing one called Stanley Chasm. Not Chasm, you idiot. It's Chasm. Which should be about 3 hours. And as always, stopping off at the petrol station to get some diesel.
I think maybe it's more for like big lorries and trucks.
Must be.
It's literally just diesel and
you
blue.
you just buy
It's prepaid.
there, and that's...
I quite like them. You don't have to speak to anyone. You just go and do what you need to do. The only thing is you can't like do like, you have to do a prepaid amount, like say 50 or 99 or 200.
How much did it feel?
Fair amount, just under like 3/4 a tank maybe.
Nice.
A bit more.
For 100 on 192.
Yeah, which is much cheaper than anywhere else, but I guess it's because they're paying no one to be here.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got about a 40-minute drive and then we will be at the trail start. Made it to the start and the drive here is absolutely stunning. Everywhere you turn, there's something new to see and these views just keep coming. I can't begin to express how beautiful it is. Like, you could just drive that road for hours and be so happy with it. But we've got here and there is a little sign that says, please note, we're privately owned, and it's not included in the NT Park Pass, which is so annoying. And it's $12, which is quite expensive. But Charlie was like, we're here now, let's just pay it. Just got to Charlie and he was like, I actually don't think this is the right one that we wanted to do. So the one that we wanted to do was obviously 3 hours. And we just looked on that sign, it was like 15 minutes there and back, or each way. Charlie was like, we've just spent $24 to do that. Oh my God, I'm hoping that's not the case, but no, it probably is. We continue on this very short track, slowly realising that, yes, we are on the wrong track. Charlie's looked at all trails, we're going in the wrong direction, and there's way too many people here for a 3-hour loop. So that's the chasm.
It's big. No, it's nice.
It is nice. It's nice. It's hard to enjoy this knowing that you paid $12 per person and that there's just like a ton of people. But I mean, just imagine no one's there. We haven't paid any money. It's all free. We're having a good time.
To show how big it is. Wow.
And that's us after a 3-hour walk. What I'm trying to say is that if the walk was a lot longer, where the crowds were more spread out and we were on the right track, then paying $24 wouldn't feel so bad, because this area is actually very beautiful. But not worth $12.
We're so tight, honestly. If you had like the sun at like the perfect time, I bet it'd be so red.
Yeah.
And look so good.
Yeah.
Probably get some like Instagram, like slow motion reel or something. You know where they do this?
Oh,
slow mo.
influencer.
Yeah, they'll have some like hat on and stuff. Non-stained like mine. That fits their head.
I'm not bothered about $12.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're making money, we're not.
And after reading up on the chasm, we move on, optimistic of the next walk. Okay, made it to Ellery Creek. And the flies here are wild. I've only just been able to stop and talk. Don't know, I've got loads of pitching on. I don't know if you can see. Sorry. No, mad. Charlie, is that only 15 more minutes of this? You can take a picture of my arm, please. Shortly after, we turn around because fuck this. Your girl was not enjoying life.
She's having a breakdown.
Okay, after having a very unpleasant and uncomfortable walk at Ellery, or whatever it is, we were like, screw it.
No. Don't bring me into this. This is you.
Charlie was like, I'm not having a good time. And I was like, why don't we just walk back then? Anyway, we're carry on, we'll go to Simpson's Gap, which is back on ourselves, and then we'll go home. Just arrived to Simpson Gap and the flies are just the same, and I can't deal. I can deal with the flies lingering on my back. I can't deal with them buzzing in my ears or coming into my face. And I was just like, I'm over it. So
everyone else has got their face nets on.
Yeah, everyone's got their face nets on. I mean, they're intense, like, I don't know. Yeah, so we'll try again another day.
Can you tell everyone what you just did in the car park?
We're in the car park. Charlie was reversing out in this other car. I could see him reversing as well. He did not see us whatsoever. Charlie was basically out and he ended up hitting us. And I was like, I'm just trying to open the door, and I was like, what do you think you're doing? And he just kind of looked at me really startled. And then I was looking around and he was like, oh, I've only hit the tyre. And I was like, you were like, you should have seen us. And he was like, well, you were reversing out and we were reversing out. I was like, yeah, but I saw you should have seen us. And
what did you say to him at the end? Like a mob boss?
You're lucky this time. No, but I said it was like, you're lucky this time.
How old was he?
He was probably like 70. Another day, and we're heading out to West MacDonnell today. The last couple of days have been a bit of a write-off, where it was raining. Can you believe it was raining in the middle of the desert? And then yesterday we just felt lazy, so we didn't really do anything. So today we're back at it, and I've taken all precautions. I've got my hair down, I've got a hood today, I've got a hat and some nets just in case for the flies. We have also left a little bit earlier today to hopefully avoid the flies as much as possible, but I don't know how possible that is. But we're just going to do little bits today so that we can do lots of. So the first plan of action is to go to Simpson Gap, which is only like 20 minutes from here. And as always, getting diesel. 20 minutes later and we've made it to Simpson Gap. Again, landscape, stunning, gorgeous. But it is so cold. As we've left this morning, it's 6 degrees. What the hell? So that's why we're wearing these jumpers. I think it's more of a shock here than anything. It's like, we're in the centre of the country.
The deserts are notorious for getting really hot in the
They
day
are.
and really cold at night.
They are. But even during the day, it's not that hot.
Yeah. Well, it's still nice temperature for us.
Yeah.
It goes up to like, I think
17.
17 today, so summer's day.
Well, almost there anyway. And as always, we've arrived along with a big coach load of people. Thought we had the timing right, but maybe not. There you go, Simpson's Gap. Very, very pretty. And because of the way that the sun is at the moment, like just slightly different colours here and there. And I have to give it to them. The tour group was super quiet. So it was really enjoyable. It didn't feel like there was like loads of people around, even though there was like a fair handful. and because it's quiet, it just feels so serene here. Lovely. That's just a 20-minute return walk. Super easy. I know that you can also do an hour 10 walk, but we'll now be getting back in the car and doing like an hour drive to get to the furthest side of the national park. Made it to Glen Helen Gorge. So it looks like you would usually go through there, which is the Discovery Parks, but it's closed off because I'm pretty sure it's something to do with like the water not being safe, if I read something right. But this is an alternative walk that then passes you through into it. Walked a little bit further and you get to some rocky bits and the gorge. It's relatively similar to Simpson Gap, I would say. But the difference is obviously there's a bit more water and less people. So quiet, it's just so lovely. Really, really pretty. Earlier I just assumed that Simpson Gap was also a gorge. I don't actually know, and I don't even know what the difference between a gorge and a chasm is. Maybe I'll put something in post-production. But they both seem, you know, one goes up, one comes in. I don't know. Science and all that, right? Anyway, back to the car. Have seen that the flies have intensified a little bit. Hopefully not as bad as it was the other day. Made it to Ormington, I want to say, Ormington Gorge. And again, very pretty drive through, which now you should hopefully understand how beautiful this area is if you didn't already. Walked maybe 5 minutes and then you get to this pool. And surprisingly, you can actually swim in it, which is not many gorges, and it is stunning. We've got so lucky today. Like, I think it was because the other day was such a bad day, but like, we're getting these spots with hardly anyone here. Was umming and ahhing about coming to this one or Goose's Bluff, which is technically not in this national park and it's a bit further up. I'm so happy we came to this one. It's really, really pretty. On our way back now, it probably would have taken us maybe 20 minutes in total to just do this little loop. I know that there is like a 48-minute one, and I also know that there's like a 3-hour one, but a lot of the reviews kept saying that you have to go over water, and that's why we can't do the 48 one, because there's water, we don't want to get our feet wet, and there's lots of dead fish around, and we're okay. We've seen the gorge now. Okay, well that's it for the West MacDonnell. Luckily the flies haven't been as bad as the other day, but that was because we were doing it around 1 o'clock or whatever. From tomorrow we will be heading to East MacDonnell and then on to Kings Canyon. But don't worry, you'll see that all in the next video.